Did you always know you were going to go to college for theater?
No, I wanted to go to college for either art or filmmaking. When I was little, I wanted to make comic books. That was a big thing that I wanted to do. But me and Matt always sort of wanted to make movies. So I wanted to go to film school, but I didn't have any sort of portfolio because I spent all my time doing the plays. So then when it came time to go to college, I said, all right, I guess I've done the acting thing, so I'll just stick with that. And then I just auditioned for schools and went to U of M.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't go to college for theater. I was originally going to go to college for drawing comics, but then I went to U of M just because he went to U of M, and then I switched out of the art program at U of M into the film program, and then I couldn't pass a language for the life of me. So I went to the counselor's office and said, "Listen, what's the only degree at the U of M that you offer that doesn't require a language, that doesn't require me passing a language?" And they said, "You can get a bachelor degree in general studies." So I said, "I'll take that one." So I have a degree in general studies, so I generally know some stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, neither of us went to school for writing or directing.
Mm-hmm.
Is writing a script similar to writing, say, a story?
Well, we don't really write prose. That's like very hard and different than writing a script. Because with the script, it's just like people talking to each other. If we wrote prose, it would just end up being a lot of people talking to each other.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to describe something. You know?
Yeah.
Like something that's big, I would just describe it as big, not like
huge,
monstrous, or some bigger word than big.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'd say it's very, very different, and a lot of people like writing short stories. I've never really liked it too much. So yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried movies?
Yeah, as kids we made up movies.
That's how we started doing everything. We would make up movies of things, and then it was just because we never really thought that we were going to get into doing plays. We always wanted to get into doing movies, but then we made Little White Lie. And we said, this is the hardest, most miserable thing we've ever done.
I never want to make another movie.
Never want to make a movie. And it was also because all the stories that we make up have to have creatures or fantastical characters, so you can't really do that in a movie.
Unless you have $200 million.
Yeah. So it's much easier to do a play. Like, we could do a play that had all those superheroes in it for, in comparison, not very much money compared to, like, the Avengers.
Yeah. Which costs thousands and thousands of dollars.
And the Avengers, which costs over $1,000.
So at C2E2, and Sean Astin was sitting next to you guys, and he recognized you from the Gollum video, right? How exciting was that?
That was exciting. That was cool. I really liked meeting him because we really like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And he was just the nicest guy in the world.
He was just a nice goofball.
Yeah.
He was just such a goofball that he just so happened to be signing autographs next to our table. So we said, hey, let's stop. Let's not go to our table. Let's just go talk to Sean Astin. So we went and talked to him and then said, you should come to our panel. And he said, okay. And we said, you should wear a costume. And he said, okay.
He was a real sport.
He was a real sport.
What can you tell us about your next show?
Our next show. Well, we're working on a couple things.
Yeah. It's really hard to know what will be next. We're doing how many things are we working on, Nick?
We're working on a bunch of things. But we are planning on having another show. We would love to have another show up the end of this year. So it'll be an original show that'll happen at the end of the year. Hopefully, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it together by then. We're working on some other things. We've got some events this summer. We're going to Ascendio, and so we're supposed to do something for that. I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And then we've got LEAKY CON coming up, and we're going to try and make LEAKY CON something cool. I'm not entirely sure what it will be, because we're trying to get back as many of the StarKid actors as possible to be at the event. So hopefully it'll be like the biggest gathering of StarKid people that there has been ever. So
yeah. Hopefully they'll be doing something cool instead of just a lame Q&A.
Yeah, we don't want to do another Q&A or like a sing-along again.
None of that. So, but we don't want to get people's hopes up. There probably are, chances are right now, it will be a sing-along and a Q&A. But we would like it not to be.
So
we're working to have it not be that, but that's probably the most likely scenario.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know how much else we can say about this next show, because we don't like to say things and then have it fall through and not be reality. But we're working on something, an original show. Hopefully it'll be up by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And in Chicago.
Yeah.
Not on YouTube.
Since it's going to be in Chicago, do you think it's going to be just Chicago-based StarKid actors in it? And is that going to be sort of a regular thing for your shows now?
I'm not entirely sure. We are probably going to more so do like audition the people within the group. Because in the past we didn't do auditions and would just cast people in roles, but then we did auditions for Batman and things unexpected happened. So we've decided not to just pre-cast, to just write a show and then just have people audition for the parts.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So it's really hard to guess who we'll use.
Yeah.